those guys.
And it's nice you brought up Prince, because a lot of people don't even recognize him as the guitarist he is or the musician he is, and he's, I mean, phenomenal across the board. He blows me away every time I hear him.
He's incredible, man. And again, you know, the more time goes by, the more you realize, and that's, he's as big a nerd about the guitars as we are, you know. And I've even had the opportunity to work with a couple of amplifier modifier guys and some of the guitar companies that have actually worked directly with him, and he gets excited about the same stuff we do, you know, like a great distortion pedal or a you know, some awesome pickup to put in a Stratocaster, that kind of thing. So I think as long as you can maintain that enthusiasm, it'll always repay you, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And speaking of guitars, I was seeing back, I think it was 2010, that Gertrude was in a flood, and I'm just wondering how she's doing, because I didn't see you post if she'd made it through the flood and's okay.
What a great question, Patrick. Gertrude is alive and well and very dry, and was fortunate enough to escape it. That flood in Nashville obviously is legendary now, and I just happen to have a storage room in that same facility where so many of the big country acts like Keith Urban and Vince Gill and Brad Paisley, they all had stuff down there. And I had a small cubicle, you know, not much bigger than a kind of a big closet, and fortunately my guitars were stacked on top of some drum boxes. So my guitars that did get wet, they didn't stay wet as long as some of the other artists that had gear down there. Gertrude was kind of stacked on the top, so we got lucky with that one.
Wow. Well, that's good, because I was like, dang, he didn't tell us. This is like a cliffhanger. And you'd actually earned that guitar, was it like 1980 by mowing some lawns?
Yeah, man, that was the first Les Paul I ever bought. And, you know, I played that thing on every Brother Kane record. It toured with me all through those years. And I guess the thing I'm most proud of about it is I met Jeff Beck in the late 80s and totally was grateful to convince him to scratch his name in the back of it with a pocket knife. So it's really, you know, man, I think if you walked in a music store and saw this beat up thing hanging on the wall, you probably couldn't get $500 for it. But for me, it's priceless.
Oh, the history behind it for you. I mean, and
yeah.
When's the last time you played it on an album?
I did some recording with that guitar actually last year. You know, right after, because I did have to pull all the hardware out of it. You know, I had to take out all the pickups and the pots and everything and let it dry out. But then once I got it all put back together, I got a call for a session here in Birmingham. So I took it down and played it on that, just to kick the tires, you know, make sure everything was still working.
Again, timeless music, a timeless guitar, all rolled into one.
Wow, that's an awesome thing for you to say, Patrick. Thank you, man.
Well, I appreciate everything you do, and like I said, when I heard you had that album release out, I was tickled pink, because I love everything you do, but just your acoustic stuff in general. I'm an acoustic guy at heart, and just like I said, when you could strip some of the Brother Kane stuff down and rock it acoustic, it holds so much more. You know, you get another song, even though it's the same song.
Well, Patrick, I'm really, really pleased to hear you say that, because I'm so passionate about doing much, much more acoustic stuff going forward. You know, a lot of times, man, it's not just that it's simpler to go out and perform acoustically, but in some ways, man, it's even more fulfilling, because I just feel so lucky to have even a room full of 75 or 100 people that want to sit there and hear me tell the stories about how those songs were written and what inspired them and that kind of thing. So I really hope to continue to do that for years to come. So I doubt I'll go 10 years before the next one.
Thanks. And you do talk about that stuff on Dust, which is pretty cool, you know, and what they mean and everything. So, well, I don't want to take up much more of your time, because, you know, it's Saturday, you got the family, and you're out doing stuff. And I really appreciate you taking the time on a Saturday to call in and chat with me.
Patrick, it's my pleasure. Let's do this again sometime, man. You know how to get in touch with David and all the people on my end, man. It's been really, really flattering, man. Thank you for all your kind words.
Well, thank you for being the cool man that you are and playing such great music and, you know, doing what you do.
Well, thank you, brother. Let's get some FaceTime real soon. All right.
All right, man. You have a good day, and thanks for calling.
Okay, Patrick. Thank you.
All right. Bye.